Hey everybody. Um, Hopefully everyone's having a great day. I wanted to talk about two different things that have just really stood out to me as a leader. There are two crucial pieces right now, especially. I mean, it's always, but right now especially, organizations and businesses really need to hone in on. And those two things, number one, would be how is your organization managing, updating, and implementing the changes in your procedures, policies, and processes when it comes to having to do possibly a virtual model of business and a face-to-face model. Because many of us are in the situation where we are doing both. And then there's some states that are still under, shut down, or they're not reopening. So that's going to look very different depending on what state you are in, or maybe your company or your business is across different states. Some maybe in the South, some maybe up over on the West Coast or the East Coast, and maybe you have multiple businesses that are looking at different models, right? But how are you implementing those procedures, those processes, those policies that are so important and crucial to your day-to-day function as an organization and as a business? How are you tweaking those things based on our new world with the pandemic? Because this isn't going to end. It's really going to change the dynamics, I think, forever. I know it will. I've seen this over time. We really have to jump onto this technology piece. We really do. If you haven't, you will set your company up for failure. So how are we changing and tweaking the procedures, policies, and processes within our company, within our organization, within our department? And what does that look like for virtual and face-to-face? Okay, so that's number one. Number two, which is also so important, no matter what organization you are in, whether that is a large company, whether that is a small mom and pop, or if you are at the university level and you are a professor, or maybe you're a teacher, or you're a director of a school system, no matter what you are as a leader, how are you helping the staff and training the staff on the role that they are now taking on? Most people's roles have changed. And they have changed because we are adding another piece, and that is the virtual piece. Some are having to do both. Some are having to do things virtually as well as face-to-face. And what does that look like? What are you doing to train your staff to be efficient in their job now, in their role now that it has changed? What are you doing to provide them resources, right? Because we all know that most sectors have a huge problem when it comes to turnover rate. And turnover is costly for businesses, no matter what size you are. The reason why people quit, number one, is their boss, their manager. Number two would be lack of training, lack of feedback, lack of communication and collaboration ability, no time to do any of that. So you really, if you want to have a successful organization, especially getting through this pandemic, but these things are going to stay to an extent. It may not be to the level that we are at now or what we were in March, but we are going to see a percentage of it over to stay around, this virtual piece. So what are you doing to train your staff at all levels? And what does that look like? Are you getting their feedback? Are you getting their are you listening to them? And is the process right now that you have, or procedures or policies currently in place, are they working? And if not, it is crucial for you to start making ways and moves to make it efficient, or you will have people leave, because this is not an easy task, and it takes some really amazing leaders to transition into what I call the new world. And it's going to be a lot of technology, guys. And so if you haven't embraced it, you better do it now. Have a wonderful afternoon, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.